Hello, how you doing? So now I don't want to waste no time. You face on my channel. My name is Hamish, but a lot of people like to call me 25 bacteria. So I'm gonna help you to solve this question. These are gold requests from a lot of students from one of the college university actually. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a numerical question. So now this is suppose P equal to, this is including. Okay, whenever they say the sign here means including, and this is including. Means let's include -8. Means when you say include, means starting with -8. And then including 7 means you're gonna have to end up with 7 including, means you involve the 7. But if you say -3 excluding means, and then you go to 5 including, what that means, excuse me, let's say this is including. Means when you start with from -3 and after. Means it could be -2,99. 999, and then you go all the way to exactly 5 because this is excluding, this is including, so you have to pay attention to those brackets, you know what I'm saying? And this type of writing, we call it interval notation. You know why? Because it only shows the interval where something starts and something finishes, you know what I'm saying? Which is unlikely like this. This is called set builder, so this is interval notation. This is interval notation. Interval notation. So this, for example, here, like I say, because is excluding at -3, it goes all the way to 5. Means it's gonna start -2.999. It go all the way to 5 exactly, because this is including, this is excluding. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we call interval notation. This is called interval notation. Why? Because it only show the interval where something starts to where something finishes. You know what I'm saying? So now, okay. Now, this is a way of presenting the number. So now, like this, we call it set builder notation. This one here called set builder notation. Like whenever you say this, you say X are element of real number, means the number, we're gonna be doing a real number. Let's say start from -3. So if you have this sign here, this is excluding. But if you have it either this or this, means including. When there are two, means including. For example, here means X are element of real number, but we're gonna have to start with -3, but we exclude, means you could start from -2.999 all the way to, means it goes all the way to exactly 2. Why? Because this sign here means including. You know what I'm saying? So now let's say we have a 2 set. So this set here, P, they represent by using interval notation. But for this set Q, they represent, but they use the format called set builder notation. Set builder notation. So they say which of the following is true? A, B, C, D. Now let's search for the first one. P union Q. Union means put them together. Unite, put them together. So but what they did here, they use number line. You know what I'm saying? They use number line. Let me show you how to present your number line. Very, very easy. Excuse me. So now I'm going to use other color so you can understand. Means put them together. So I'm going to start. Okay, let me start for the first one. They say P union Q means you put them together. Okay. Let me start line Q, so draw them separately and then put them together. Okay, so now this is the first one. So you start all the way for including -5. So when you include, you must put solid dot. If you represent the same thing with number line, you put hard. And then go all the way to 0 excluding. So let's say this is 0. So you start from -5 to 0. But it's including, excluding. So if it's excluding, at 0 we put you must have a space between. So to 0, okay, excuse me, let me do this, excuse me, so apologize. So this is 0, like 5, but in 0 you must put on not solid inside because it's excluding. So this is our number here, from 0 to 5. Means we can represent the same thing on number line, but this is including the excluding. And now they say we have to unite with another Q, which is set notation from -3 to 2. -3 to 2. Let's draw another number line. So another number line go all the way from -3 means if this -5, -3 is going to be somewhere here. Including, excluding. If this is going to be excluding. And goes all the way to 2 including. Means if this is 0, look. If this is 0, like you try to put them so it makes sense. This is 5 negative, -4, -3. Go all the way to 2. Means this -1, 0. 1, 2, somewhere here, including, excluding, so including solid line. Oh, but it start from here means make sure you highlight this. Okay, so this represents that, and this represents that. And it start from -3, go all the way to 2. And this start from -5 to 0. So if you unite, means take them, put them together. You know what I'm saying? Because this is P, this represents P, and this represents Q. So unite means join them together. So if we join them together, this is what we're gonna get. Look, like join them together means it's gonna be, everything is gonna start from -5 all the way to 2. It's gonna start from -5 together. Excuse me, we're gonna start from here and we're gonna end up here. So if you have a single line now for togetherness, means when you unite, we're gonna have it start from -5 all the way to 2. And you see, this is including where it start, and it's gonna stop at 2. And this is what we're gonna have unite. Means when you union, this is called union. Unite. So this is P, union, Q. So it's gonna start from -5 all the way to, all the way to 2. Now we go to the option. They say P union Q can be represented in the following number line. It's true. Oh yeah, because it starts from -5, yes, -5, go all the way to 2, yes. So option 1 is true, so this is true. So option 1, this is true. So now option 2, they say intersect, means we want to take P, intersect. Intersect means when do they have things in common? Like whenever they share things in common, that's where you intersect. For example, me and you guys, we intersect in the lesson right now. In a session, that's where we intersect. You know what I'm saying? So now, these two lines, because they say P and Q, N means intersect, or where they have things in common. So now let's see what they have things in common. From here, look, there's something, here there's nothing, so they don't have anything common to this point. From here is when they have things in common. Until here, they have things in common, but after, there's nothing here, here there is something. But the only place where they share in common is, let me do this area here. You know what I'm saying? That's where they have things in common. So now, how are we gonna say now? How are we gonna write that? So I'm gonna write under it. So we see, P in, this is P unit P unit Q. So you understand this? So I'm gonna erase this because we don't need this. So where they have things in common is start from here, -3, because here empty. Because there's something here, here there is nothing, so they don't have anything common. From here, yes, here there's a highlight, here there's a highlight. So it starts from -3 all the way to, see, all the way to this point, which is 0 to 0. But look, here is excluding, here is including, because it's online. Here is including, here is excluding. So whenever you have a one including, one excluding, take as a excluding, don't take including. Okay, so same here, because one, you see, one here is on the line, because it's on line, which is including, but here is excluding, even though we start, like, if it was dot, dot, and then we say dot, but this is empty, this is on line, because there's a highlight. Here there's a dot, there's a highlight, so whenever it's one including, one excluding, just take it, the excluding. And this is P intersection Q, which is not the same, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same because they take as a solid dot, means they tell us it's excluding, which is not including. You know what I'm saying? So this is not the answer. Now they say, so for the including, this is the number line format, but I can write the same thing as the interval notation. How I'm gonna do this? Okay, P intersection Q means whenever they have things in common or where they intersect, it starts from -3 is excluding all the way to 0 also is excluding. If so, we say these are elements of X. No, we don't know it's X or Y. So we say all element P intersection Q start from -3, but it's excluding all the way to 3 excluding. You know what I'm saying? So now in the question here for C, they say 2 is element of P intersection Q. It's not true because P is not in here. Excuse me, it's not P. Number 2 is not in between it, so it's not the element. The only element which is within -3 and 2 are -2, -1, that's all. Even the 3 is not in because it's excluded. You know what I'm saying? So the only element which are in here is -2,999 all the way to -0,99. Like it's almost close to 0. You know what I'm saying? Because like look, if you have a number line 0 all the way to 3 negative means everything which is in between, not 3, not 0, because is excluded. You know what I'm saying? So when they say 2 is element of these is not the element. So I'm going to say this 2 is not the element of P intersection Q. Our element of P intersection Q means this element of this element is from between, not even negative 3, not even 0. So this is that option. So only option A. So for question 1, A is true. You know what I'm saying? Means only A. So down to the question 1, I'm going to raise. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we don't need this. I'm going to raise. We have enough space now. Let me go quick a little bit. Okay. Oh my God. It's dirty here, man. So dirty. Okay, let me just put some, excuse my clothes, just wet a little bit because it's very dirty. We can't summer like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there. God, it's very, very dirty. It's fine, no problem, man. I mean, when I finish this question, we'll wipe a little. Okay, cool. Now let's go question number 2. So question number 2, they say which of the following are true? So let's start with the first one. 0.16 represent 1/6. So this is how you solve, now I'm saying. In other words, they say take this number and change it to fraction and see if it's true. Or I can take this and divide and come here to see if it's true. Either way. So you can use a calculator, but you know what, I'm allowed to use a calculator, so you have to work it out. So I'm going to take this, I'll say let x equal to this number, which is 0.16, and then I'll put up. Means this one, in other words, like a repeating always. It's repeating 1/6. You know what I'm saying? So now, first and foremost, make sure you remove this 1. Means anything which is attached to the number which is repeating, because when you put dot on top, means that number repeating always. Like writing 0.166666. So we don't want to write like that. We say 0.16 is going to repeat forever. So now we say, make sure you remove this number because this does not repeat, it has to come back. So how are you going to remove? Because there's a 1 decimal place to the number which you repeat. If it's 1 decimal place, multiply by 10. So this is going to be, but when you multiply by 10, you must multiply both sides. So this is going to be 10x, and also on the right hand side, you multiply by 10. It means 0.16 times by 10, which is going to give us 1.6. That's what we're going to get. Means this decimal is going to shift here. Take calculator, multiply, you see. Just take 0.16 times multiplied by 10. And then this decimal is going to move here. And then here we have a 10x. Okay, next step. The next step, the same number, this, remove everything to the before the decimal. So since there's a 2 decimal place now, like everything which is in here before decimal, if we chose 0.367, what I was going to do first, I was going to remove this. I was going to say first, I'll say, okay, let x equal to this, and then the first step I'll say 10x equal to 36.7. And then I'll come back to this, and then now for this fifth step, I'll have to multiply, I have to move everything to the before decimal. So since the 3, to the next step I must multiply by 1,000. And this is going to be 367.7 dash also. Means you take everything to the back, but remember this is going to be repeating, so 7 dot is going to be there. Same here. So this is the first step, and the second step we have to remove this. So since the 2 decimal place, I must multiply by 100 now because 2 decimal place, 20. So take x multiply means this one here. Take x multiplied by 100. Why? Because 2 decimal place, and this is going to give us 100x. And then multiply by 100 means everything is going to shift to the left. It's going to be 16 point, and then 16 point, and then write your 6 dot. You know what I'm saying? For this case, just same with this. So what we want to do, take this minus the one on top, means everything here minus the one on top means, okay, so we're going to say then take 1000x minus that, minus 10x, and this one, 16.6 decimal, minus 1.61 dot. This was example, right? So just ignore this part here. Was just what? An example. You know what I'm saying? So 100 minus 10 equal to 90x equal to 16.6 minus 1.6, you're going to get equal to 15.0. So you want to get x. Divide by 90 and divide by 90. this and this goes. So x equal to, this is going to be 1 over 6. You know what I'm saying? Put in a calculator. You know, tell your calculator so you can know it's what. So, okay, make sure you're on top of your times table. You know what I'm saying? Because this module here, you know to load, choose a calculator. So 15 over 90, you can say, okay, by 15 is self 1, by 15 equal to 6. If you don't want to say this, say 15 over 90. By 5, you get 3, because they're 3, 5, and 15. There's 14, 5, excuse me, the 5, no, this is 18. They are 3, 5, and 15. They are 18, 5, and 15, 90. By 3 self 1, how many 3 and 18? 6 is 1 over 6. Oh, it's true. So 0.16 represent 1 over 6 is true. You know what I'm saying? So like here, this case, this is not one of the questions just came up with in my mind. I was gonna have to take 1000 minus 10x, and that was gonna go, but that's not part of the question, and then you continue. You know what I'm saying? So like here, for example, the question is down here, right? And this is true. So like here then, I was going to do the same step. You know what I'm saying? I was going to take 10,000, this minus that, means this minus the one on top. So it's going to give us 99x means this minus the one on top. And then take this minus the one on top. So I was going to say this 7 repeating minus 7 repeating equal to 0. Now we go take all this minus 36. 367 minus 36, we go, okay, 367 minus 36, okay, this is going to be 331, and then divided by 99, 990, this and this constant, so equal 331 over 990. I'll just do for fun, you know what I'm saying, just in case, so you have to pay attention to decimals, okay, like I say here, okay, cool. Now, the first one is true, now we go for the second one, okay, so I don't need this, I have to erase this, baby. I don't need this. Okay, now we go for number 2. Okay. Where's my... Okay, I got it. I don't like multiple choice, you know what I'm saying? To be honest. Because you might be good with your math, but if you take a wrong selection, then you're in a big trouble, baby. Okay, cool. Now, so this is true here. This is true. We have checked it. We agree it's true. Now we go for the next one. So negative 1 over 5. So negative 1 over 5 is saying negative 1 over 5 is less than. Okay. So negative 1 over 5. We want to check if it's this is less. Like, look, do this. When it's this. This is my left hand, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is less powerful, but this is more right hand, so this is more powerful. So this on the left means it's less, this is less or equal, less, no, it's not equal, just less, and this is greater than. So this is less than, this is greater than. Greater, you know what I'm saying? So let's say negative 5 or negative 1 over 5 is less than negative 1 over 4, but it didn't say, they say it's not less. If somebody give you this, means this is equal. When you cut here, means it's not equal. So this is like it's not less, means it's greater. Know what I'm saying? So me, I'm gonna say, okay, I can change to decimal because decimal is gonna be easier for me. You know what I'm saying? Decimal is gonna be easier for me. Okay. Okay, I'll remove this sign for me first. Let's say that I remove this sign. Because if you start like that, then it's like you're not solving. It's like you know exactly what is happening, you know what I'm saying? So now, let me change this to decimal. So I'm gonna say, okay, how many 5 in 1? There's 0, 5 in 1. So, and then I put decimal, and then add 0. I'm changing to decimal, right? How many 5 in 10? There are 2, but you have it in negative. Now we come here. How many 4 in 1? No, it's too small. There's no 4 in 1, and then I put decimal, and then add 0. How many 4 in 10? There are 2, which make 8, so we're going to be left with 2, and then add 0. How many 4 in 20? There are 5, but we have a negative. So now let's look, which number is bigger here? I think this is bigger, because if you draw your number line, look, this is 0. Let's say this is negative 1. So 0.2 is going to be somewhere here, negative, and this is going to be, let's say 0.25. Because the more you go this side, the number is getting smaller for negative. But for positive, when you go that side, is get bigger. It's like reverse. When you go When you move more to the left, the number is getting smaller. When you move more to the right, the number is getting bigger. So this is smaller because like you go farther to the left. So this is smaller. So I can say, oh, this is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? But remember, this is this and this is this, but I changed to decimal. So this is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So since this is bigger than that, means we have shown, if I don't want to write this, means I can write again 1 over 5. We know it's bigger than what? Negative 1 over 4. So according to what they give to us, they say this negative 5 is not less, which is true. It's not less, it's bigger than negative 1 over 4. So this is true statement. True statement. You know why? Because this number here is not less, means it's bigger. If it's not less, I'm not young, means I'm older, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this number here is not less, means if you're not less, means you big. Like me here, man. Big arm, big knuckles. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big man. Means I'm no young man, I'm a big man. Okay? If you're no young man, you're big man. If you're not a small girl, you're big girl. Okay, cool, let's go. Now we go for the last one. So this is true, number 2 is true, A and B is true. For the last one, they gave you 0.3. We want to check if it's less than 0.3. Okay, so remember, this number is going to be repeating. Means this is like 0.3333, and this is just 0.3 on the bar. So we know for facts, this is bigger. I mean, this is not even repeating, just stop there. So we know this is bigger because it's 3.3, this is 0.3. So what that means? This is not true because they say this is less. Because when it's on left, means it's less. Like I say here, this sign represents less. This represents less. And this represents greater than. Greater than. And this is less than. Oh wow! So for that case, this is greater than that, and they say they say this is less than. So it's not true. You know what I'm saying? So this option is not true. So for this question 2, our option is 1 and 2. Okay. Now we go to question number 3. Question number 3. I want to raise this. We don't need this. So question number 3. Okay, let's make a space here. Oh my God, man, it's so dirty here. Okay, question number 3 is easy. So this one here, excuse me, option is A and B. Question number 2, option A and B. Option A and B. And option B. That's our answer. Okay, cool. Now we go to question number... Look, you can learn from me, okay? If you identify my mistake, please let me know. Of course, sometimes I'm a human. I can make mistake too. So don't say, oh, you know what, man? You sell me out. No, you can't. Please, if you identify my mistake, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to respond to your comments, okay? Okay, now we go to next question. Okay, cool. Let's go, baby. Okay, cool. Let's go, man. So now we go for the last question here, question number 3. Question number 3, they say, this is a very basic question. Which of the following statements does not represent the statements accompanying it? Means in other way, which of the following statement is not true? In other way, you know what I'm saying? That's how they say here. Which of the following statement doesn't represent the statement accompanying it? Means in other way, which one is not true? Now, do you know when you say at most, when you say, oh, listen, for us to, like me, I always tell you this, right? For me, if you want me to help with this program, at least we need to have maybe 100 people. Or 200 people, you know what I'm saying? Means when you say at least 200 people, means from 200 people and above. Okay? So when you say at least, meaning, let's at least 10. What does that mean? Means from 10 and above. From 10 or above 10 and above. From 10 itself means including 10 and above. So it can be 10 people or more, means at least. But when you say at most, like you say, oh, at most, excuse me, sorry, my fault. When you say, you know, I want to give a simple example here, man. Let's say we want to start football, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know which sports you guys like, you know what I'm saying? I know more the boxing. It could be boxing. I like boxing. Boxing my favorite sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? I like boxing. Sometime, once in a while I can watch football, maybe African Cup. I like African Cup, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not much into, I don't know, European leagues and stuff, nah. I'm not much in football yet, so please don't attack me. So let's say, Cape Town Stadium, let's say Cape Town, because where I am right now. The Cape Town Stadium, it has a capacity, or it can take people at most 60,000. Means not more than 60,000. Means at most, the highest level is 60,000. Means no more than 6,000 or 90,000. So the Cape Town Stadium can at most take, at most what? 90,000. Excuse me, sorry. Means not more. So at most meaning, if you want to write now, you say, okay, let's say this is Cape Town. So it can only take 60,000 and less, means less than 90,000. Means not more, that means either 9,000 or less. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say 90,000 or less. But for this, the first one, we say, what was this? Number of whatever, let's say student. So when we say student, at least means start from 10 and above. I wrote the same thing here, man. This is crazy, man. So I must say like this, excuse me. At least means it has to be from 10 and more. Because you say it must be 10 and above. Means start from 10 and more. You know what I'm saying? But about most means it start from 90 and means not more than 90. Now let's come to this question here, man. Let's say which of the following segment does not represent the following. Now, P is at most 5. So let's come here and write P is at most 5. What that means? P is at most 5 means not more than 5, either 5 or less. Okay, so we're gonna say at most 5 must be like this. Now let's come see if it's true. Nah, it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because this one, the right, is like P starts from 5 and more. With this is at least. You know what I'm saying? So this is not true. This is wrong. I hope you understand. If you got a question, let me know. Now we'll go for B. B is at least 8. Don't look at there. Say B is at least 8. What does that mean? At least means from 8 and more. Oh my God. Excuse me, man. I made a mistake. I apologize. For the first one, I made a mistake. Sorry. I made a mistake. P is at most 5. What does that mean? Means from 5 means not more than 5. At most means more is 5 and less than 5. You can't go limit of 5. Is at most. The most is only 5 and then. Oh, so the first one. P is what? At most 5. Means it must be like this. Means 5 and below. Yeah, it's not true though, because P is at most 5. Means either 5 and less than 5. Okay? It's kind of confusing though, man. So that's how A. So here they write other way around, so it's not true. So that's how it should be written. Now we go for number 2, B. B is at least 8. At least. What does that mean? Mean the minimum is 8 and more. Okay. So for B, B is at least 8. Means it must be our B. B means it must be either 8 or more. Means either equal to 8 and more. Now we go for C. See, they say W is positive. Positive. Look here, man. I want to say something here. When you say something positive, means greater than 0. So if you say positive, means it must be not 0. 0 is not positive. 0 is not negative. So 0 should not include it. It's neutral. So now they say W is positive and less than 17. What does that mean? Oh, so this W, it must be between 17 and 0. But excluding. You know why? Because they say it must be positive. So it must be greater, means 0. W, it must be between 0 and 17. But when they say it's positive, means we don't have to include. Because you include means you say 0, so it's positive. No, should not include. So Now it should be like this if you want to say positive. So positive and less than 15. Less means it has to be like that. But if you say less or equal, and then I could have put this if it's less or equal. But for this case, they didn't say less or equal. They just say less than 15. So 17. So less than 17. And since they say it's positive, so this should not be in here if it's positive. So this is not answer also. But this was the answer. But this is not the answer. You understand what I said? Because B is at least 8 means from 8 and more. So this was true. This was not true. And this is not true. Now we go for D. Y is greater than 5. Oh yeah, Y is greater than 5 or less than -1, or Y is less than -1. It's true. This is true. Now we go for the last one. The maximum value of T is 7. The maximum value of T is 7. Oh, so this, the maximum value of T is 7 means T maximum is 7. Means at most is 7. Means not more than 7. So it must be T less or equal to 7. Because the most is 7, including 7. So the only mistake they did here, they did not include. So it must be with 7, because the maximum value of T is 7, means 7 and less, including 7. So they forgot to put this. Okay, excuse me, this is not the answer. You know what I'm saying? So which is not true among these? A, C, and E is not true. So the answer for this, A, C, and E is not true. It's not true. Man, listen, man. Thanks a lot for your time. The video took a little longer time, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you learn from me. If you got a question, you know, you can learn from me. If there's any things, if you identify my mistake, please, you feel free to leave a comments. And if you leave a comments, I'll be more than happy to write back. You know what I'm saying? So thanks a lot for your time. I truly appreciate it. Peace and love. Peace. Yo, watch my music on the link below. I have my music in case you don't know I'm doing music, you know what I'm saying? So check out and see how I boss. And see how I do my music, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for your support. Also subscribe to my other musical channel. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Peace and love. Peace. Bye.